Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm just gonna do a little bit of driving. I mean, I'm in a race, but at the same time I wanted to talk about the PlayStation VR 2 a little bit more, and also what peripherals I'm using, because it does make a difference in terms of what peripherals you're using for the type of experience you're gonna have with the PSVR 2. So, you know, I've been racing now since last week on Turismo, and I mean, you guys have already heard how awesome the PSVR is, and I'm not gonna tell you any different. This is, man, I'm the best VR experience I've ever had. I do have the PlayStation VR 1, so I played that pretty extensively, and you know, had a lot of fun with it, but it was pretty limited, as we all know, especially with the PlayStation Move controllers, you know, and we had to basically warp in all the games to wherever we needed to get to, kind of be on rails there. But you know, it wasn't bad. It gave us a decent VR experience, but PlayStation VR is on steroids. So let me talk a little bit about the setup I have here. So I have the Fanatec DD Pro. If you guys can, you know, Fanatec fans out there, you see that direct drive. Doesn't get any more awesome than that. And I also have the 8 Nm boost kit, you know, so I definitely got the torque cranked up. I can pretty much feel, you know, G-forces. I can feel uneven surfaces in the road. You know, rumble strips like running off of the road here. I mean, it just simulates the conditions of the track so well that it's hard to go to any other type of wheel other than a direct drive driven wheel. Now, I will say, you know, I also have Forza Motorsport. I play Forza. I have the Logitech G29, and I have a lot of fun with it. It's a great wheel, but you know, this particular wheel for sim racing fans, enthusiasts, I mean, there's, you know, this is the creme de la creme. So also, if you guys kind of notice, I have the Pulse 3D headset as well. So I'm gonna really tell you that the headset that comes with the VR is, you know, it's the earbuds. It's not bad. I don't know if it necessarily can almost ran into him. I don't know if it can simulate 3D audio. I probably need to look that up, but you gotta get the Pulse 3D headset. The way that I have it sitting on my head is very comfortable. Oh, you about to burn out there, dude. Magnum PI. But yeah, it fits comfortably on my head. I mean, I don't even know it's there. But the 3D audio advantages you get when you're in a race, you immediately know where the other racers are at all times. I mean, if these guys are right behind you, on the right, on the left, directly behind you, I mean, it just gives you that sense of awareness that ties into what you're getting in the VR, right? So you want that entire, you know, that immersive experience. If you really want it to be, you know, the best that it possibly can, I would encourage you to definitely invest in the Pulse 3D headset, because you won't regret it. You know, I mean, my wife got to get me off of this thing, dude. I'm telling you, I don't even know what's going on in the house. All I know is I'm in the cockpit of this car, and that's all that matters. And you know, that's what we want, right? That's the experience. You want to really feel like you're in the car, you know, driving the car, you know, 24 hours in overground. I mean, you know, so this is a very good setup, pricey side, and I'll talk a little bit about the actual racing seat that I have. So I have the GT Lite, and it's a really good entry-level cockpit. It's not, they have a newer version than the one that I have now, which I believe you can adjust the height of the seat, you know, the actual sway back of the seat. You might get a little bit of lumbar support as well in the newer ones. But they do have a new GT Lite. But this is a great cockpit because I feel like I'm sitting on the floor. And you see how low this car is? I mean, it just adds that to that immersive factor that you want, you know, when you're driving a car like this. I mean, the car is probably literally 2-3 inches off the ground. Hell, in this GT Lite, you know, the rear of it, I would say, is maybe 4 inches off of the ground. So it sits well. The material's okay. It's not all that comfortable. You kind of get used to it. It's like a tough fabric, you know, so it's not on the comfort side. You know, it's not going to be like leather or, you know, soft mesh or some sort of breathable material. It is vented, so for long extended sessions, playing the game, you know, you won't get all that hot. You know, you can breathe in it, but like I said, it's definitely not the most comfortable material you want to have on your racing seats. But it's a really good wheel if you want to feel like you're in the cockpit of a race car. So I hope you guys are enjoying the footage. You know, if you are, I really would appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button. Definitely makes these videos get out to more people. It helps me, it helps my channel. You know, it's a small channel. We are year in actually right now, and we just hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I really want to thank all the subscribers that stuck with me since I started the channel. And if you're new to the channel, I would encourage you to subscribe, because if you're a gamer, I mean, if you're a racer, you know, if you like action games, adventure games, shooters, you know, I really play everything. And I love to put out creative content for you guys. And one of the things that, if you've been following me for some time, you'll know that I'll put out something creative that, you know, will definitely be something you won't see on any other channel. So I don't just put out gameplay, but I put out a lot of creative gameplay, you know, that may give you some laughs and like, oh, okay, I see what he did there. You know, in the PlayStation VR, I had a Corvette ZR1. I did a short on it. And the title of the short was driving one-handed over 245 miles an hour. And I'm telling you, that was not easy. So, you know, I definitely try to make it interesting for you guys. I feel like it won't be a waste of time if you do actually subscribe to the channel. You know, you'll be helping me out, as well as getting a lot of enjoyment for the time that you spend with us here on the channel. So a little bit about the car, the way that it handles. Anybody that's actually driven this Ferrari knows that this thing is very hard to break traction. I mean, it just hugs the ground. I think it was actually, you know, has like a Formula One body or chassis. You know, so this thing just holds the road. It's a great car to drive. I don't even, and also, so for the immersive factor, I turned off all of the HUD here. So if you notice, I don't have any laps, positioning, any of that turned on. All I really have turned on, if you look right there, is basically just the inside car indicator that shows you how much gas and what type of tires I have equipped on the car. So this is another thing, you know, for the immersion of the game in the PSVR 2, I like to turn off everything, dude. I really want to feel like I'm in a race car. And there's no better feeling than right now racing this thing without no HUD. I mean, if any kart racers out here, this is what it feels like. You know, or any enthusiasts out here that you know have high performance cars and vehicles and things, this is the closest you can get to it. I mean, hell, this car, I don't even know what it costs. Probably somewhere upwards of a couple mil, because it definitely is a collector's item here. I think it was at one point maybe the fastest road car in the world. Somebody in the comments correct me if I'm wrong about that. But the VR does a great job of modeling each car's interior. So when I first got in the car in the VR, I had to actually adjust my level from the floor because this car was so low to the ground that I was sitting up too high and my head kept losing tracking in the play area that I set for the VR system. So, you know, that was pretty cool because, I mean, it's really trying to give you an accurate representation of what it would actually feel like to be in that car, driving that car. Tires warming up a little bit, losing a little traction. I think this might be lap 4. Oh, nope, checkered flag. So, hope y'all enjoyed the actual footage there. Don't pay no attention to 7th place. I could have won that race easy. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, let you know, basically what I've been doing with the PlayStation VR and what we'll be doing moving forward. So, come on and join us. Join the community, give us a like, and we'll see you on this other side. Stay fast, stay safe. Signing off, Jax for GT.
PlayStation